Right, here we go. Welcome to round 2 of season 3 of the League of Extraordinary Investigators. I am venturing into the jungle, attempting the boundary beyond. So, I've done all my setup. The layout in the book is like that, but I've found that if you do it like that, then you don't need to move any locations later when you're rearranging the connectors, because it becomes a loop once all the locations switch over. There's my chaos bag. If you're really interested, you can freeze frame it and check it, but it should be as per the standalone setup. I've had 3 practices at this scenario. All 3 times I've got 3 locations, and 2 of them I died. So I think I'm going to die and get 0 this time. Okay, so if you've been watching, I am Rita. Where's my Rita token? I need to choose whether I'm going to be starting here or here, but that will depend on my opening hand. I have my notes, because I am rubbish at remembering what's where and what's about to happen when I flip a card. So I'll just do some on-screen shuffling, just to back up the fact that I have already done shuffling, but at least you can see me do it. Hello to Matt, by the way. I'll do the same for my, make sure I got this right way around, yeah. Same for the encounter deck. Apologies if you can hear my wife doing chores in the background. It's fine. And then my explore deck, which I'm marking with the seeker token so I can tell them apart. And I've forgotten to make a coffee. That won't do at all, will it? Right. I've got my 5 resources. My opening hand is track shoes, bow, Madame Lagrange, Alejandro, and cornered. Good grief, 5 things, well, at least 4 things I want there, and I can't afford them all. When I upgraded my deck, I only put 1 ornate bow in, so I'm tempted to keep that on the chances that it doesn't come back, because I can use it to deal, in theory, I can one-shot Padme with it at the end, because she's 3 health, and that's a +2 damage. Track shoes will help me running around. Madame Lagrange will help me when I run out of money. Alejandro will help me investigating the ancient locations, and cornered will help me boosting all of my stats, particularly my investigates. So this is, I might actually just keep the hand. Is there anything else I want that I've not got here? I've got a weapon, I've got my shoes, I've got investigation bonuses, I've got various, I think that's a pretty good opening hand. I can't afford it all, but my aim is I'll probably play track shoes straight away and maybe cornered. Save Alejandro for when the ancient locations start coming out, save the bow towards the end when enemies are about. So I think that It is not a bad opening hand. You did see me shuffle that on camera, didn't you? Okay. So, based on my opening hand, I don't want to throw any of those away. And I know Zaccarlo is discard cards that cost 5. Thank you very much. Zaccarlo is discards cards costing 5. I can't say half of these. Zocchimilco is pay 3 resources. I'm going to need all of my resources to pay for my stuff, so I think I'm going to stick with the route I've taken on most of my test runs and just head this way and aim to sort of be in the temple when Padme spawns. So I'm going to start at Koyakan, Soya-san, Kobana, I don't know what it's called. Right. Shroud, 0 clues. As an action, I can take a damage or a horror. So yes, I guess that's the one other thing I could have done with is Peter. But you can't have everything. I think that was a pretty good opening hand. So take 1 damage or horror, explore, draw the top card. Okay, so let's get to it. I forgot to mention, as well as the bow, the rest of my XP went on 2 copies of Sharp Vision, I think. Again, to help boost investigations when I need it. Right, so action 1. Pay 3 for track shoes. Action 2. Pay 2 for cornered. Not that there's anything I want to discard yet to boost my stats, but there you go. I've tooled up now. Action 3. Let's take a damage and explore. Let's see what we get. We're looking for a star location to replace Koyakan. Circle, triangle, circle, diamond, star, Sacred Woods. Okay, so I'll hold that moment there. The first Tenochtitlan, or Techno Titan as I generally misread it, advance. And also forced discard the top 10 cards of your deck. Right, I have now got to do my head test of 4. Otherwise I'm getting the nasty thingy. Also, I need to reset my connection markers. These 2 are now on way. Right. Test head of 4. Shame I haven't got Pete because he would boost me. I do have a second Madame Lebranche, so I'm tempted to throw Madame Lebranche under the train, use cornered, boost me to a 5 against a 4. It's still not ideal. I could maybe commit Alejandro to make it 6 because he's got a head and a wild card. But will I get more benefit from Alejandro now I'm at an ancient location? I think so. And I didn't pay the 2 for the thingy, cornered. So, yeah, I'm committing Madame Lebranche. And rightly or wrongly, I am going in with a 3, 4, 5 thanks to cornered against a 4 test. My first draw of the bag will give me an indication of how the rest of this scenario is going to go. 5 against a 4, 0. Ooh, that is very nice. So I can say goodbye to that fella. Right. Whew. This is too good. So downhill from here on, Matt. Okay, past and present. Is this real or a vision? Find a path to the Nexus by discovering all of the clues from as many different Techno-Titan locations as you can before time runs out. If there are 6, advance. Okay. So that was my third action. Pete's not in play. No enemies in play. Nothing to ready. I need to do the discard as well for entering the woods. So that was discard 10 cards. So we go Perception, Rabbit's Foot, Pete, my other track shoes, the other Pete. I just realised I'm not counting. Madame Laroche was already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flashlight. 7, Waylay. 8, Rabbit's Foot. 9, the other Waylay. 10, Belly of the Beast. That's unfortunate. No treacheries. No weaknesses. So I've now got a much higher chance of drawing a weakness within the next few moments. So yeah, nothing to ready. Card and a resource. Let's see. Hoods, do you reckon? No, it's the other Madame Laroche. Okay, back in business. And a resource. I say back in business, I only have one resource and I've got a handful of expensive cards. Right, Doom. 1 Doom. You see that? Is that on camera? Yeah. I need to reshuffle my yeah, I'm glad I got Madame Laroche back, seeing as I just committed her to a cornered test. Right. So that was Doom, and now we get our encounter, and we get Shadowed. If there are no cultists in play, take a horror, and it gets Surge. Horror it is. And we surge into Arrows from the Trees. Take a damage, plus 1 additional damage for each ally you control. No allies, so it's just the 1. Right, okay. So, we're moving on. Right, I need to get that clue done. I need... I'm going to be boring. I'm going to take 1 action to take a resource. Second action to play Alejandro. That cost me 2. Third action. He only gives me a plus, doesn't he? +1, I mean. So I'm only on a 3. I don't really want to discard either of those cards with cornered, so... Well, I'm not going to... Well, if I could draw the thingy... I haven't put my clues out either. What clue? There's no negative effects other than drawing the Elder sign, the Elder thing, if I fail the investigation. There's no cultist enemies in play. Skull will take me to -3. I think there's 1 Elder thing in the bag. Do I risk it? I'm going to risk it. Why am I risking it? Why am I investigating with a 3 and a 4? There's no point. There's only 1 + 1 in there either as well. So let's exhaust Alejandro's ability to draw 2 cards. And I get Shovel, and look what I found. Okay. Right. So after a good start, that was a pretty lacklustre turn. Pete's not around, no enemies in play. Nothing to reset apart from Alejandro. Doom flips to 2 out of 8. I am on the right agenda, aren't I? I've got a knack of putting the wrong one out. And an encounter, and we get the Hand of the Brotherhood. Perfect. Spawns at an empty location, and he stops actions being triggered on connecting locations. So that will stop the if you have no cards remaining, discover all the clues. So I'm going to put him here because I'm going to head it that way anyway. Did I draw and gain a resource in upkeep? I think I didn't. You're right. Thank you, Matt. Sharp vision. And a resource. Not Matt, sorry, it's Labrousse. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm not used to having an audience. Sorry. Feel really bad now. It's because the names no, down that way, isn't it? The names are the same colour, so I didn't notice that it was a different person. It's very small font down there. It's a bit larger on my iPad over there, but I wasn't looking. Right, okay, anyway, back to the game. Thank you for putting me back on track. So I've done my upkeep, I've done my doom, I've done my encounter. Let's get investigating. I will do an investigation on the Sacred Woods. I've got, right, just to make sure I'm right here, Sharp Vision says when it's committed during a basic investigate action, so that's an action without boosting it with an item, with an investigate action on it, is my reading. So the fact that Alejandro is boosting my investigate by 1 still classes as a basic investigate. I think that's right. That's how I'm going to play it. Get marked down here. So I'll go 2, 3. Sharp Vision boosts me by another 3, so that's 6 on a 4. 6 on a 4. I could discard, I'm not going to. I'm going to go 6 on a 4. 6 on a 4 plus 1. Wow. Okay. 1 location down. Second action. I will move. Hand of the Brotherhood engages me. Sharp Vision is discarded now. Right. You should have a doom on him because I discovered the last clue at Sacred Woods. Okay, so second action, I evade because I am Rita. That's what I do. 6 on a 2. 6 on a 2. There you go. I evade a second time. 6 on a 2. Skull -1. I will trigger Rita's ability to put a damage on him. I haven't revealed the location either. Forced after you fail a head test to take a horror. I haven't taken a head test, but all my actions are taken up anyway. So he is exhausted back at that location. That was my third action. Pete's not in the game. No ready enemies in play. Ready Rita's ability. Card. Resourceful. Useful at this stage with me having dumped 10 cards there. Get my Sharp Vision back perhaps. I'm thinking what are the 2 options under there when I've successfully explored. It's a 2-2 and a 4-1. If the 4-1 comes out, Sharp Vision is going to be very useful again. Right. So reset card. Did I just take that resource, or that's my resource from last time? That's my resource from last time, isn't it? Isn't it? No, I think I took the resource.
Sorry.
Wasn't 4 actions, was it? I moved, and I did 2 evades.
Can you put your blind up?
Yeah, that resource was from last time, because it was, I'd used all of my money up to put Alejandro in, that's how I remembered that. I hope that wasn't 4 actions. I think I discovered, no, I discovered that on this go, didn't I? Yeah, you're right. You're right. So the 3rd action was the failed investigate, so I haven't put the damage on him. Let's rewind if that's okay. So that means on the enemy phase he would have hit me for 1 horror. So he's not looking good. I think I'm going to stick that on Alejandro. Okay. Getting caught up in the moment, you see. Let's go. 3 doom. And an encounter. Tearing time. Ooh, bad place to have this one. It's a head test, and if I fail the head test, I take an extra horror. And if I fail the head test, I lose an action or take a horror. That could be a quick death for me, right? Right, test head of 3. Pity Resourceful doesn't have a head icon, so I can't commit. But I am ahead of 3. I will use Cornered to drop Gravedigger's Shovel to boost me by 2. So that puts me on 5. 5 on a 3, I've got nothing else in hand I can boost it with. 5 on a 3, 0, passed. Right. Calm. Right. That's Doom and Encounter done. Action 1. Let's go back to what I was doing before, evade the Brotherhood. 5, 6, thanks to track shoes on a 2. Score. I am not at an ancient location, so it's only -1, but it doesn't matter anyway, that's a success. I will trigger Rita's ability to put damage on him. Deja vu all over again. Second action. I will... Is it worth giving him a punch while he's down there? To get rid of that doom, only on a 3. I could use Resourceful. Resourceful will put me on a 4. And what do I want back out of here? I want Sharp Vision back. There's too many useful cards in here. Pete, I wouldn't mind. Maybe the Sharp Vision. Okay. So I will punch using 3. Use Cornered to make it 4. No, hang on, what am I doing? Commit Resourceful to make it 4. And throw in, look what I found. 4 on a 2. I'm going to go with 4 on a 2. So it's 3, 4, it's just a Resourceful, I'm not using Cornered. 4 on a 2, and I get another 0. Okay, so that's a successful hit. He's dead. The Doom goes. Resourceful triggers. I pull back Sharp Vision because I can pull back any survivor card except Resourceful. So that's my second action. Yeah, I evaded, I fought. And now I do another head test. Right, my head is 3, I do a test of 3, but if I fail I've got to take a horror. I think much as I'd love to keep it for its bonus, I'm going to use corner to throw. Look what I found in. And go, so that becomes 3, 4, 5 on a 3. This is my explore test, 5 on a 3. Skull -1, that's a pass. Let's get investigating. Did I shuffle that? I'm sure I did. I did, I am doing it, yes. So, we are looking for a triangle location. Star. Treachery. Shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck, moving all damage and horror onto your investigator. Don't be like, oh, wrong way up. Oh, they've got muddled up. How do I do that? So, part of me wants to say send Alejandro back. It puts me at 2 horror out of 5 because I haven't got Pete yet. If I remember right, both of my Petes are in the deck. I do have Madame Lebranche for some extra soak. And she will at least give me some money or cards as well. I'm not throwing the bow and I'm not throwing sharp vision, so my choices are, well, it's Alejandro, isn't it? I'm keeping cornered for the loads of boost. I'm keeping track shoes, not that I've used it yet, but I feel I might need to run around a bit later on. So, bye Alejandro, I take his horror. I'm gonna regret this, I know I am, but that's a treachery out of the explore deck. Did I take the... No, it wasn't taking horror for doing that one, was it? It was doing a test. Oh, so I can't get rid of... Oh, of course, you're right. You're right. Non-story. I really should read cards properly. Well, at least it keeps me alive a bit longer. Did I lose my other cornered as well? No, so I've got another cornered in there anyway, and it's going in my deck, not in my discard pile. Yeah, I'll do cornered. Goes into my deck. Thank you guys. Just imagine how many penalties I would have if you weren't here. Right. Okay. That was my third action, wasn't it? Because I evaded, I fought, and then I explored. Pete's not in play, more's the pity, no enemies in play. Ready Rita's ability. Card and a resource. Take heart. I'm now on 2 resources, so at least I can afford a Madame Lebranche. Doom goes to 4 out of 8. And then counter. The Serpent of Techno Titan. While he is at an ancient location with clues on it, he gains retaliate and alert, otherwise he gains hunter. And after he deals me damage, if I am not poisoned, I get poisoned. Right. That's unfortunate. In my previous games, every time he has turned up, I've been at the temple location where you can evade a serpent to find a clue. Right, it's time. I'm going to evade. Fine. Well, let's start the investigator phase first. Let's evade. He's 3. I will go 5, 6 thanks to track shoes. I will commit take heart. Will I commit take? No, I won't commit take heart. What am I thinking? I was thinking of getting the resources, but that's not going to work, is it? So yeah, that's 6 against a 3. -3, that's a pass. I'll use Rita's ability to stick the damage on him, get a head start. While he is down, I will try another explore. Yeah, I'll try another explore. This time I will commit. Take heart. So this is a 3 that I can't boost any other way. So 3 on a 3. I'm going to be taking a horror if it fails. 3 on a 3. Wow. 0. Goodbye, take heart. Sorry. So I explore. We again are looking for triangle, wasn't it? Circle, heart, heart, circle, square, diamond, triangle. Chappy Chappy Chapultepec Hill. Forced. After he enters play, discard 2 random cards from your hand. No! And as an action, I can discard at least 3 cards to discover 2 clues. Right, so it's the 2/2 location. That was my second action, a successful explore. So my third action, right, I'm going to need to rearrange the arrows as well. This is now a one-way this way. That's the only change, isn't it? So this is only connected to those 2. That, yeah, that's right. I could move on to the temple ruins. I still need to find these clues, don't I? I'm now investigating at a 3 with Alejandro. You're right. Oh. When Rancord scored me on the first one, he said, my decisions were good, but my precision was poor. He's right, isn't he? It is random, isn't it? Yeah, 2 random cards. I'm not going to be accused of pre-selecting these. I'm going to let the dice decide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whichever one I roll is the one I keep. 1. It's the bow. Right. But it means I can't sharp vision this test, which is a little frustrating. Coffee break. Stop, I'm letting it get to me now. Right, third action. I don't have a way of doubling up on the clues. I can investigate with a 3 on a 2. If I had a whole bunch of cards, I could discard them all to get them both, but I can't. So I'm going with a 3 on a 2, investigate, thanks to Alejandro. See if at least doesn't have one of those. 3 on a 2. -5, that's definitely not happening. Right. Okay. Yes, we know Pete's not there. No hunter enemies in play. Well, he would be. Well, he'd be hunter if he wasn't at an enemy location. He's at my location anyway. An ancient location, I mean. Oh no, he's hunter when he's at a modern day location. When he's at an ancient location, he gets retaliate and alert. Well, I evaded him while he was Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because he readies and re-engages. Reset Rita's ability, card and a resource, and I draw internal injury. Lovely. And my resource, so I'm now at 3. Can almost afford my bow. Okay, Doom, 5. Encounter. Hang on, before I draw that, let's just tidy up the Explore deck. Just to make sure I don't get over keen and draw an Explore that I shouldn't be drawing. Okay, my encounter is arrows from the trees. Take a damage plus an extra 1 for each ally you control. Well, I'm going to take 1 for me, and I'll put the second one on Alex. Okay, that's my Doom and my encounter. Action. I need to deal with the Serpent of Techno Titan. Okay, let's evade him first of all. I want to get the bow out, but I can't afford it. I'll be taking a direct horror at the end of my turn, so maybe I evade him and deal with internal injury, and then I'll have money next turn to bow him up for something rotten. So that's what I'm doing. Evade, 5, 6, that's the track shoes on a 3. Elder Sign. So I'll use Rita's ability to put a second damage on him. And he is evaded. Rita's Elder Sign ability, she has her reaction of after you evade an enemy you can deal damage or move, but it's only once per round. Her Elder Sign lets you ignore that restriction, so I could evade multiple times, but I would have to re-engage to evade again, so I'd have to be taking 2 actions just to deal 1 hit. So for now I'm going to ignore that Elder Sign bonus and just use the 2 actions to get rid of internal injury. So that's my turn done. Right, reset. Serpent comes back again. Card and a resource. I draw a flashlight. Again, that's not a resource, that's a clue. And now at 4 resources I can afford my bow. Doom. I was thinking, have I just done that? But no, I've just had a super fast turn, haven't I? Timeline destabilization. Test head of 1, getting +1 difficulty for each ancient location in play. There are 2, so that becomes a head test of 3. My head is 3. I have no way of boosting it. If I fail, take a damage and horror and shuffle it into the exploration deck. This is relatively unpleasant. 3 on a 3 with no boost. 3 on a 3, and I get... Of course I do. Mr. Tentacles. So 1 damage and 1 horror. I'm not going to put them on Alex. So 1 damage, that puts me on 4 out of 9. 1 horror, putting me at 2 out of 5. And this goes into the exploration deck.
I'll just put it there.
Okay. That's my Doom and encounter dealt with. Action 1. evade the serpents. Death by 1,000 cuts. I should have reset that, shouldn't I? Death to 1,000. Right. 6 on a 3 again. 6 on a 3, and I get a cultist. Reveal another token. 6 on a 3, and I get -4. If you fail, place a clue from the token pool on the nearest ancient location. Well, that's very bad. Because he also has retaliate, so he hits me back for 1 of each. Not retaliate, that's not the right word, is it? It's alert he's got, yeah. So that puts me on 3 horror and 5 damage. Bang goes the idea of shooting him with a bow. Unless, imagine, I was thinking I could do away with Alejandro, let him take the hit, use an attack of opportunity to play the bow, but both of the locations that come out for Temple Ruins are a 4 shroud, so I need every little boost I can get. I'm starting to think this track shoes was a waste of time. Right, I think taking the attack of opportunity is too risky. I'm just going to evade, and then I'll get my bow out, hopefully, and I'll have to save the hit for next time. So, 5, 6 on a 3. Cultist again. It's like deja vu. 6 on a 3. That'll do, -2. Okay. So that's hit. 3 hits on the serpent. He is evaded, and for my 3rd action I will equip the bow. With 1 notch on it. Okay, that's my 3 actions gone quickly again. Pete is not around, stop rubbing my nose in it. No hunter enemies are ready. Oh, balls. You are right. Curses! I think I've changed my mind. Let's do it that poison doesn't stay in the day, yeah? Yeah? Right. The thing is, I couldn't have done any different. I had no other way of boosting that. I was... Yeah, anyway. I'll put the poison up there with my charisma. My charisma has been poisoned. Okay. So where am I? So he's readied. Card and a resource. Cornered, comes back. 1 resource. That it, isn't it? Yeah. Doom, we go to 7 out of 8. Cat is just appeared, showing an interest. Right, encounter time. Another Hand of the Brotherhood. Spawn at an empty location. I'll put him at the Temple Ruins, I think. Because otherwise, anywhere else I put him, unless I put him here, if I put him here, he affects these 2 locations. But I can't get to him to get the Doom. And that's not happening anytime soon anyway, with there being 3 clues on this location. Right. So I've doomed. That was my encounter card. Action 1. We know what's going to happen now, don't we? I am going to shoot the Serpent of Techno-Titan in the face with my ornate bow. So that's 5, 6, is that 6, 7, 8 on a 3. 8 on a 3. 9 on a 3. So that's +2, so that's a 3 damage. He is dead. 1 victory points. Action 2. I need to get investigating, don't I? I can't afford my flashlight, and I haven't got any hands-free anyway. I could take a resource to put cornered in play, but then this round's over again, so let's just get a couple of flat investigates done. I'm doing 3 on a 2 with Alejandro. Actually, how many have I got left here? One of these is hoods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 in 11 chance of drawing hoods. I'm thinking, use Alejandro's ability to draw 2 cards, then I can discard at least 3 cards to get 2 of those clues. Or I could just do 2 investigates. But 2 investigates at a 3 on a 2 seems riskier than 2 actions to get 2 clues. Of course, if hoods comes out, that puts me in a completely different boat. I'm going to do it. I'm going to trigger Alejandro's ability and draw 2 cards. 1, lucky. 2, I'm done running. And then I will discard my hand of at least 3 cards. I can't use the ability because of the code. Oh, you're right. No. He's not connected to this location. LeBruce. This location's connected to his location, but his location's not connected to mine. So I don't think that triggers. I'd check that in the rules. Am I right? Circle. Yeah, this one's connected to circle, but this one is not connected to triangle. So I think I'm safe. Ooh, I actually made a right decision. First time. Okay. And admittedly, I made the right decision by accident because I forgot about the hand. So I will discard these 4 cards. Seems a total waste, but I get 2 clues. Which, if it wasn't for that elder thing I drew earlier, I'd be on my way. Yes, it did, Matt. LeBruce was saying I couldn't use the ability on this location because of Hand of the Brotherhood being here, but the Hand of the Brotherhood is not connected to this location. I'm connected to his location, but he's not connected to mine. So he only affects this location and this location. Right. I feel like I'm making slow progress. If it wasn't for that extra clue there, I don't know. Right. So that was my 3rd action. Pete's not around. No hunters in play. He's not a hunter, is he? He just sits there being annoying. Okay. Ready, Alejandro. Ready my ability. Card and a resource. Take heart. 1 resource. Doom, so we're at 8. Unfortunately, he's going to get the Doom boost from me discovering that location, isn't he? Right. Okay, so this is where the Harbinger would have turned up, but he doesn't. So, Agenda 2A, the barrier is thin, threshold of 5. And my encounter is timeline destabilization again. Right. Head of 1, 2, 3. Head of 3. My head is 3. I'm going to commit take heart. No, do I want to commit take heart? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 cards left in my discard pile, and one of them is hoods. Not discard pile, my draw pile. There's one weakness there. I'm sure hoods hasn't been discarded. No. Right. It would be a bad time for hoods to come out because my bow isn't loaded. And if I evade hoods, he attacks me. They attack me, should I say. And I'm getting a bit poorly. So I'm not going to risk taking heart. I'm just going to do a straight 3 on a 3 head. I'm going to take damage and a horror. I might just have to let Alejandro take the hit. 3 on a 3. -2, so that's a fail. So I take 1 damage, 1 horror. I don't really want to risk. I'm sorry. I'm going to let Alejandro take it because being at 4 out of 5 horror is a little too close for comfort for me without having Pete around. Sorry, Alex. But this goes into the exploration deck now, so now there's 2 of them in here. This is unfortunate. I usually have that, at least have Pete out at this point, and then he helps with these sorts of things. Right, okay. Let's go. I still have 1 card in hand. Action 1. Oh, my investigator course is now down to 2. 2 on a 2. There's no downside of failed investigation, is there? So, okay, 2 on a 2. 2 on a 2. -5, that's its way of saying no. Second action, 2 on a 2. -3. Is it worth me running down here? I have to spend 3 resources to explore there. Just thinking I haven't made any use of track shoes yet. Seems a waste. No, let's do it. 2 on a 2 again. -3. Not happening. Right. No hunters in play. Nothing to ready because nothing actually happened. Doing it. I didn't do my upkeep, did I? Card on a resource. Resourceful, yes. So let's have a think what I would want back. I think it's going to have to be sharp vision. Or would it be... I don't think corner's a good idea because I've hardly got any cards anyway. Yeah, I think sharp vision is probably a wise choice there. With me not having Alejandro. Or do I bring... I could bring Pete back actually. That would give me some horror soak and I can afford him. Okay, I think I might do that then. And worry about not being able to investigate later. Okay, encounter card. Words of power. If there are 1 or more enemies at your location with doom on them, you cannot damage those enemies or discover clues. That That's difficult, because as soon as I discover that clue, he gets a doom on him, and that's where I'm going next. Right, okay. Action 1. Investigate using resourceful. So that puts me to 3. It's not much, but that puts me to 3. 3 on a 2. That's all I can do. 3 on a 2. Please. 3 on a 2. Mother. Seven cards left, one of which is hoods. Investigate again. 2 on a 2. This is ridiculous. No, I'm going to use 2 actions to get rid of words of power, because that's going to make the next location very difficult. That's 2, 3. Okay. Reset, card on a resource, and here's the hoods. And I did no load my bow. Get my resource anyway. Doom, flip to 2 out of 5. Counter. Brotherhood Cultist. When I initiate attack on him, I place a doom on him. Okay, well, we know what we're doing with him then, don't we? I'm going to struggle with the hoods. Anyway. Right. Action 1, evade the cultist. I'm not initiating an attack on him. I'm just evading him. So that is a 6, thanks to track shoes, on a 2. 6 on 2, +1. Now you give me the +1. So he's evaded with 1 damage on him. That's action 1. Action 2, we need to deal with the hoods. I don't have any bow damage. Do I take an attack of opportunity loading my bow? The thing is, if I don't do that, I'm only fighting a 3 on a 3. And we know what my luck has been like with even bag draws. So rightly or wrongly, I am going to take an attack of opportunity to load my bow. That puts me at 6 out of 9 damage and 4 out of 5 horror. Playing it dangerously now. So that was action 2. And action 3, I shoot them in the faces. 5, 6, 7, 8 on a 3. 8 on a 3, 0. 3 damage, they are gone. I mean, I didn't do the thing to say I'd done a... Anyway. Right. Master's frozen. No hunter enemies in play. No enemies to attack. He readies and re-engages. Re-ready Rita's ability that I forgot to flip the token on. Card and a resource. At least I know hoods aren't coming out now. Doom, we go to 3 out of 5. Padme's coming soon, I need to get that clue and get in there. And an encounter. Tearing time. Test head of 3. For each point you failed by losing action or a horror. Well, that's unfortunate. So 3 on a 3, flat 3 on a 3. Let's throw a take heart in. So staying at a 3 on a 3, but at least I get something out of it if I fail. And my weaknesses are all gone. 3 out of 3. Skull -3. For each point you fail by, lose an action or take a horror. Well, I can't take a horror because I'll be dead, so I have to lose all 3 actions. But because I failed, at least I get 2 cards, Fire Axe, Sharp Vision, and 2 resources. So I'll flip one of those to 3. Got money coming out of my ears now. Okay, so that's my 3 actions taken. Quickest round ever. Oh, he attacks me though now, doesn't he? So, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Flipping heck. Yeah, Cultist would have attacked me in the enemy phase. That's 1 horror attack. I don't have my allies in play. Rita goes down. I did jokingly say at the beginning of the stream, did I say 1 location and die? Because that's what I've got. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. Despite you guys helping, or at least pointing out my mistakes. Hopefully there aren't many mistakes left in there. Oh well. Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's an infinity% improvement on my estimate. I estimated 0. Yay! 1 point. I think I really am coming for the bottom space now. 1 point and I'm poisoned. Brilliant. Okay, so there we go. I'll submit my deck, submit my pitiful score, and let the judging commence. Good point, Matt. Yeah, at least I got a victory point for that. So I get 1 victory point for the Sacred Woods and 1 victory point for the Serpent. Only 1 league point though. Right. Thank you very much. If it wasn't for that extra clue that I got dumped on there, I would have been in there and away. Yeah, it was that losing those 3 actions, wasn't it? And I couldn't do anything at all about this guy. So yeah. Right. Thank you very much. Wife has a big list of jobs for me to do this afternoon, so I better get moving. And see you in 2 weeks for the next round. Thanks for watching. And yeah, could have one-shot pad me. Never mind. Well, if I'd remembered to load my bow, of course. Right, thanks for watching, and see you next time. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.